is Apostle Adam Manyau. Today I'm going to be talking about intercession. The most important thing, we need to have people who are intercessors, and everybody who's in the body of Christ, they should be intercessors, not a specific people. But what is important, you can surpass intercession through worship. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about intercession. Intercession is very important because we should intercede. The Bible says we should be the bridge. We should intercede between the physical realm for whatever we need. Whatever you need to intercede for that. So you need to understand, if Jesus Christ himself, the creator, the maker of the heaven and the earth, if he would go out there and intercede for whatever he needed, before he could even do a crusade, before he could do the miraculous, before he could do anything, he would even intercede. Jesus, before he started his ministry, by interceding, by fasting and interceding. So you need to understand, intercession is very important. How do you intercede? You begin to open your mouth and you begin to speak things into existence that are not there. You act as if these things are not there, but you put them into existence. Interceding, you need faith. In interceding, you need faith. But faith is the substance of things hoped for, not seen. So you're operating in faith by interceding. You're speaking. If you're fighting a certain war, you're taking that war as if you're seeing it, and you're speaking certain angels to begin to fight on your behalf. Because angels are called ministering spirits. They're there to be commanded by you. So right now, when you're interceding, you need to know that you're operating in the fullness, that God is waiting for you to intercede, for you to be answered. But most of the things are not being answered because you're not interceding. So you need to go into a place where you start interceding. You need to go into a place where you need to say, how can I go to this next chapter? How can I give a good example? A good example of interceding is people like Paul and Silas. They were in prison. But how say it's a good example? Because they were in prison. Their prison was an inner prison. So they kept on interceding, and they used other factors like singing hymns and stuff. But the key was interceding. They started interceding to God. When they started praying to God, the prayers was heard and the gates were opened. So you need to understand something. Interceding, when you begin to intercede, it has got power. Because when you begin to intercede, something begins to happen in the heavenly places. You begin to shake the heavenly places. You begin to take authority in the heavenly places. You don't have to worry about anything, because you're taking the authority that you have been given by God, the authority of the tongue you have been given by God. So you're releasing the fire of God. You're releasing the words of God to begin to come into existence, and it shall come into existence because you are interceding, because you have been given authority. If you are being given authority, it's there to be exercised. When you exercise through intercession, things will come to pass, and people will know that you are intercessor, and your prayers will be answered. And intercession is one of the most powerful prayers. So I'm going to make a very small declaration. Father, I declare in the mighty name of Jesus, begin to raise intercessors in the end time. In this time of the end time, begin to raise intercessors. People who are ready to stand in between men and God. People who are ready to stand as a bridge to people's testimonies. In Jesus' mighty name, I declare.